chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
On the run, it's Fletcher. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you're going to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
The give to the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be...
Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
We knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk about Alabama. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. looking for a man. It's Barnett. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third downs. Their first opportunity, that one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Catches it at the 30. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, what a move. Oh, he's got some space. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Barnett. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. The Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming. They'll leave it with him. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Going for it all. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Bringing it back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. At the 35, he's got room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. To throw, it's Mendoza. Pulls it in, it's Fletcher. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Fires left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his man. It's Fletcher. There he goes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Michigan found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage maize and blue football. Those folks in the big house won't remember this one forever. What they will remember, it was a W. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because...
Turning it on! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to throw again. The sweet feet buy a little time. Looking down the middle. Another incompletion on third down. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's a fake. He wants to throw it. They don't ask you how, they ask you if. Oh, what a move to get open. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. He's got it and still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Trying to run it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Using his legs, it's Fletcher.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. That one comes out hot down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football, he was going to put a hit.
Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the 2nd half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Catch in the middle, it's Barber. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Taylor. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go to the ground. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Chang. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Chang. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Chang. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the plays are over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Barnett. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room, you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
They'll run it. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-timer.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. He fires a bullet to the right. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. What a play that time. They got way more than they needed to convert that fourth down.
But I love the execution of this quarterback. Everybody's sitting shallow, trying to take away the first down. He takes the ball down the field. Great strike. Nice play. Nice fourth down conversion.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Alabama quickly back to the line. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Touchdown, Alabama! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Open space at the 25. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Zings it complete to the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Defense looks like they're coming. Here comes the heat. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Fletcher. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No,
Hits him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Alabama.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And the point after is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. There he goes. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field.
Number 16, on to punt it away.
He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. To the air, it's Barnett. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
On third down, going up top. Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Shoots it to the left. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Fires to the right. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Wants to throw it. Dumps it to the back. This time it's complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. He's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Trying to bull his way in. And they will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. LSU dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. With the catch, it's Williams. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
The give, and tick, 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 tick. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
What a great hit by the defender, forcing the incompletion. They knew coming into this game that they were going to try to throw the football to this guy because of his speed. It's game-breaking. So everybody on defense, always aware of where he's lining up. These safeties especially, and these linebackers are aware. If this dude's coming over the middle of the field, we are going to put a hat on him, and we are going to make him feel us, and they did it right there on that play.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They'll start this drive from the 42. To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. Makes the grab. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down. Stops the clock and has them on the move, trying to get the late score. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Fighting off the defender.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
To the ground with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Under fire. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads it downfield. And it's his fourth interception of the night. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Alabama has the clock on his side, trying to finish the game. They go to the ground. Turning it on. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. Past the 30. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
They'll try it over the left side. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise.